Cool. All right, hit record. All right. All right, what's up, everybody? Thanks so much for being on tonight. We're gonna have a lot of other people coming on because I'm not a technical guy and I send it the way I usually send it, and some people can't get on. So they'll come on as we go. But thank you so much for being on. A lot of you I know, some of you I don't. Look forward to meeting you in the future. But I'm really excited about where we are in life today. I'm really excited where we are in business today. And tonight you're going to hear about an amazing tool, you can call it a product, whatever you want, that could help take your business to the next level. And Steve, I'm going to ask you if you can mute everybody out. I'm not sure there's a way to do it as they come in or whatever, but that'd be great. So I'm going to get right into it. And I'm just going to tell you guys a 2-minute journey on how I'm here today, because a lot of you know me, my background. Entrepreneur, I'm James Levins from just outside of Philadelphia, PA. Entrepreneur since I was a kid. My main background's in the car business, automotive industry. I was a wholesaler for a long time, bought and sold over 35,000 cars. You know, I own multiple companies. I was a top income earner in a network marketing company as well in the industry. And, you know, I was kind of raising our daughter, my beautiful fiance, Alyssa, in 2020, when this product kind of came across me. A gentleman that created it named Ron Sullivan asked me to help him get into car dealerships with the product. I had no idea what it was. And I just wanted to help a friend of a friend. And what I did was I took it and I went to everybody and they said, wow, this is amazing. How do I get it? I want it. And then I took it to my real estate connection. I said, here you go. They said, it's amazing. How do I get it? I want it. So everybody that I went to and gave the product to, everybody said, how do I get it? I want it, because it's just that, you'll see what I mean in a second here. So I'm pretty excited about what happened then, and I'm pretty excited about where we're at today. So I called the founder back, you know, just a one-man show by himself at Myrtle Beach. I said, I have to be part of this. So we became partners, and it's been an amazing journey ever since. For 2.5 years. A lot of you guys don't know about it because I've been kind of building behind the scenes. We're now a global company. We have customers all over the world in different countries, mainly in the United States, which I'm excited about. You know, I hope you find value in the product. I do want to introduce my other partner, my main man. I've never met him in real life, but I can't wait to actually meet him in person. He's on the opposite side of the world in California. I'm in Pennsylvania. And as soon as he saw it, he just said, hey, man, can I be part of this? So I want to welcome and thank you for being part of my life, Mr. Steve Ramona. Steve, thanks for being on, buddy.
Thanks, James. I'm excited to be here, meet all your close friends.
Yeah, this is great, man. Look, great, good seeing familiar faces, which is really cool. So, you know, InPhone is a next level way to do business. I'm going to get right into it. All right. The reason I love it is because it's very user friendly. I'm a right brain person. You have to draw me a picture and point me in the right direction and tell me which way to go. That's why I love it. You don't have to be a brain or an IT or anybody like that, a tech wizard to use it. Anybody can use it. As long as you have a smartphone or a computer or iPad or Android, anything, it doesn't matter. As long as you have the internet presence somewhere, you can actually use our product InPhone. So I'm going to talk about what it is, and then Steve's going to bring up an actual example, okay? So InPhone is, like I said, the next level way to do business. It tells your story. 4 main key points that I love. Who you are, what service or product you offer, what is your credibility like? And what I mean by credibility is, what's your social media like, okay? People, that's a big deal these days. So if you're a negative, miserable person on social media, I'm not doing business with you because you're poison, okay? And that's business 101. So social media can be credibility, also reviews, could be Google reviews, whatever reviews you have, you know, you can get there through your InPhone. That's a third. And number 4, most important is, I want to do business with you. So how do I get a hold of you with the click of a button right now at this time? Whether it's email, text message, phone call your office, I want to fax you, whatever it is, InPhone can do that for you, okay? And also sharing your network. Your network is your net worth. My business cards back in the day, I call them dinosaur cards because they're paper. Nobody uses them anymore because people throw them away. My old business card used to say your network is your net worth. I'm going to show you what that means in a second, how we took that entire philosophy and molded it into InPhone. So Steve, I'm going to ask you to bring up an example. Steve's going to show you his actual cell phone screen, okay? It's mirrored to his computer, and he's going to share his screen right now. And we're going to bring up a couple examples of what InPhone is, okay? So this is Steve's screen right here as you see it, as if you looked at his cell phone. As you can see, there's a couple of icons on his screen. You see Maya at the top left. She has her picture and her logo. You see the InPhone logo. You can go back, Steve. You see the InPhone logo. You see my picture there, me on stage and my name. You see Alyssa with her picture. You see an Audi dealership with a straight Audi logo. This is called a favicon, your favorite icon. Okay, we bold the word, it's called a favicon. So this is how you leave your presence on people's phones. Now, I'm gonna talk in kind of like, I guess, whatever person it's called. I'm gonna pretend I'm Maya for once, okay, today. Maya's an amazing real estate agent, one of the top in the country. And we use her InPhone a lot because she has all the aspects of it, and has a monster network. So I'm going to show you guys in real time what it is. So if you can click on Maya's InPhone for me right now, that'd be great. So he clicks on it. Now, welcome to InPhone. This is Maya's actual InPhone that she uses. So across the top, you're going to see some slides. That's your billboard. That's your show. So across the top, this is fully customizable, the entire InPhone. You put your picture, you put your name, you put your title, you can put your tagline, your slogan, whatever you want to put on top of your InPhone, you can put it. The rest of the slides is who you are, what you do. If you're in a product company, put pictures of your products up there. If you're in real estate, put pictures of your houses up there. If you love your family, you want to show the world your family, put pictures of your family up there. Whatever you choose to put up there is yours to show. I don't recommend doing more than 3 or 4 slides, because by the time the person gets to the 5th, 6th, 7th slide, they already have what they need, okay? They're already on your info. So let's talk about most important, shareability. How do you share Maya's info, okay? So let's say she's out at a networking event and somebody says, Maya, how do I get a hold of you? And they say, here's my business card. So how do I get a hold of you, Maya? She'll say this, back in the day, here's my business card, or maybe here's my cell phone number. Well, now it's next level way to do business. She'll say, here, pull out your phone to the person. Steve, if you press and zoom in, the second tab from the left on the top, it says share via QR code. Maya's going to click that, okay, and watch what happens. Her QR code is going to pop up in a second. And what the customer's going to do on the outside, the person Maya's with, they're just going to do like we do at restaurant menus. They're going to scan over the QR code. They're going to open it up, and boom, now they have Maya's information, okay? To the left of that, it says copy, paste, and share. Let's say the person is not near Maya. All she has to do is click copy, paste, and share. It will say URL copied, and then she'll simply text message, email, social media message, whatever she wants to do. She's now sending that person her contact information. Now, there's 2 ways, and Steve, you don't have to click on it, but there's 2 ways we can save the info. Number 1, you can save it in your contacts at the click of a button, okay? It shows all the phone numbers, your email, your InPhone link. If you click save in contacts, it comes up that way. But forget that. Why would you want to be buried in somebody's contacts, okay? I want to differentiate myself from everybody else. How do you separate yourself from the pack, so to speak, right? I would then say, here, scan it, look at it. You click 2 buttons, and then Steve, if you could just go ahead and open up your screen, it saves it right to that person's home screen on their device. Now, some people might say, James, people aren't going to want me on their home screen. Yes, they do. I can say that right now. That's not cockiness, that's confidence. They want you on their home screen. Why? Because they want to do business with you. You separated yourself from the pack. They're going to remember your face, your logo, your name. They're going to remember you because they can't forget you, because now you're on their home screen. And obviously they can delete it anytime they want to. It's not like you're locked in there for life. But I mean, we actually should do that, Steve, where you lock it in for life. That'd be pretty cool. They have to get a new phone if they want to get rid of it. So now it's time to do business. And Maya says, anything you ever need, which we're going to show you, just go ahead and click my picture for my info. Now it's time to use Maya's info. I'm going to go through a couple features here. It's very simple. What you see is what you get. On the top left, Steve, you don't have to zoom in because it's kind of like freezing up. You're going to see call mobile. So what happens when you press that button? Go ahead and press that button, Steve. Call mobile on the top left. Guess what it's going to do? It's going to call her cell phone number, okay? And then you hit call. If you go back there, Steve, in the middle, it's going to say send a text. It's going to say send an email or call the office. You don't have to press on any of them. But obviously, you guys know what's going to happen if he presses those tabs. It's going to open up her text message, open up her office number to call. My favorite is send email. How many people, Steve, you can click it. How many people forget emails, forget the period in the middle? They forget to spell your name wrong because you have a traditional business card. You have to physically, first world problem. Look at the card if you didn't throw it away. Open up your computer or your phone and start typing it in if you don't screw it up. With InPhone, it's one click of a button, and in less than 1 second, you're now ready to email the person that gave you their info. Very powerful. You can go back, Steve. Very, very powerful. And I mean that because how many emails get kicked back? A lot, right? You won't get them kicked back now. The rest of features, what service or products do you offer? You have a visit, and Steve, only click on them. We're going to click on the view listings in a second here. Visit a website. It's a problem. No problem. Your website's out there. You can say, visit my website. You click it, it goes to the website. About me. What I love about this tab is it's fully customizable. If you have an About Me page on your website, we can link it and zone it right to that page at a click of a button. But a great friend of mine named Chrissy said, you know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't people create YouTube videos of themselves? And then we can link it there. So imagine this. Somebody meets you at a networking event. And then they go, I forget what this person does, or I have their info, or they click About Me. You click it. It becomes a video that says, hi, this is James Levins. This is what I do. This is where I'm from. Look forward to doing business with you. 2-3 minute video. Or you can have About Me that goes to your website, maybe a Google Doc. Steve, you can get the lines out. Maybe a Google Doc, whatever it is. We can connect that link anywhere you want it to be. Now, what service or products do you offer? Maya's obviously in real estate. So she has, listings, sell your home. We want to buy your home. My sold listings. She has anything that she wants to link there. And what it'll do is it'll hyperlink it right to that page on her website. So imagine this, pre-dinosaur age business card, or back in the day, the way to do business. Hey, Maya, I'm interested in buying a home. What do you have on the market for sale? Before she would say, let me go back to my desk and I'll email you a bunch of stuff, right? Steve, go ahead and click view my listings for me. Now with InPhone, she says, go to my InPhone, click view my listings. And in less than 1 second, there's all of her listings at the click of a button. We just went right to her website in one button to her view my listings page, okay? It's about time here, so you can exit out of that. It's about valuing your time with your clients, okay? And again, I can go through a million of these, but you guys get the point. Your website, a lot of financial advisors that are part of our family here at InPhone, they have client logins that are on a total different website than theirs. So the customer now has to remember 2 websites, not anymore. It has visit my website, about the firm, all this client login, and then it goes to that outside website in one place. Social media is a big deal. Let's talk about reviews first, actually. If you have a client that you had a great experience, they had a great experience with you, and you want them to leave a review, okay? Mine doesn't have it listed here, but I'm going to talk about it. They have to go to Google. They have to go somewhere. Extra step. They have to take that extra step to go there, right? And they probably won't do it because life is busy. Well, now with InPhone, we can leave a tab that says leave a Google review, and one click, it goes right to your Google review page where they start typing out how great of an experience they had. They can have client testimonials where they click it. It goes right to your Google page about all the reviews you have. They have something where you might have in your internal CRM where it goes right to that. You can click it and we can make it go there, okay? So that's credibility as far as reviews go. Let's talk about social media now, okay? What if your name's Bill Smith, okay? And you want to connect on LinkedIn. How many Bill Smiths are there in the world? Probably more than one. It might be difficult to find them. Well, not anymore with InPhone. Now, if you want to connect with Maya on LinkedIn, Steve, please press connect on LinkedIn there on the left-hand side. You'll see LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. There she is, less than 1 second. Maya's LinkedIn page in less than 1 second, okay? You're not looking for anymore. You're not trying to spell her name. There it is. So Steve, you can go back to the info. There we go. Any social media, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you want, we can make it happen for you. Now that's InPhone as a whole, okay? That's InPhone, but that's not my favorite part. I keep saying a lot of favorite parts. The whole thing's my favorite part. I love the product, right? Because it gives value to not only you, but your clients and your clients' friends and family, okay, and network. Let's talk about your network is your net worth. I built my entire net worth because of my network is my net worth. And I mean that. I value the people that are in my circle, and every day we help each other succeed. And at the end of the day, everybody wins. So imagine this. Imagine if somebody says to you, hey, Darcy, can you recommend a good landscape? Hey, Debbie, can you recommend a good hairstylist? I mean, I can go through a million things here. Can you recommend somebody that you've dealt with in the past that did a great job that maybe I can use for my services, okay? Now, here's one thing you can do. You can go ahead and Google somebody. If you're not asking your friend, you can Google it. but they might not be the best reviews. They might be fake reviews. You don't know that person. A lot of negative stuff could happen. Or you can have a bunch of miserable people that really got good services, but they're just miserable and they leave negative reviews for that person. So it's all kinds of stuff that could happen. But if you ask your friend that personally, that you trust them and they personally did business with this person, that goes a long way. So Maya, prior to InPhone, back in the dinosaur age, we call it, when somebody would call her and say, Maya, can you recommend a good mortgage person, right? I need a mortgage, obviously. We're buying a house. I need a mortgage. How do I get a hold of somebody? What do you recommend? At the bottom of her info, you'll see photographer, mortgage, attorney, insurance agent. You'll see all these people down there. And Maya now will say, if you need a mortgage person, no problem. You have my info on your home screen. You have my picture. Click it and scroll down and click Crown Mortgage and watch what happens. When you click that button, it's going to immediately bring up Paula Hunt, who's a phenomenal mortgage person. She's amazing. She's a great person. She's actually a manager of the whole place, and she's phenomenal. We love her as part of the family. But do you see what that just did? Maya had to do zero extra work. She said this to that person: I have the best mortgage person in the world. All you have to do is go to my info, Maya's, and remember what I do as a real estate agent. Scroll down to mortgage, click it, and it brings up her friend. And now InPhone's going to tell her friend's story. Maya doesn't have to spend all that extra time going, hey, well, she does this mortgage, she does commercial, she does resident. She doesn't have to do that anymore. Now she says, go to my InPhone, click mortgage, boom. But here's the cool part. At the bottom of Paula's InPhone is a couple other people of backgrounds, realtor, insurance, credit repair, whatever it is, right? So now if somebody goes to Paula and says, can you recommend a good real estate agent because we want to buy or sell a house? Guess what Paul's going to say? Absolutely. Go to the bottom of my info and click realtor and watch what happens. Guys, you're literally sharing your network back and forth without doing any extra work. Now, my parents used to always teach me, never let your minimums be your maximums. But let's talk numbers here. Let's just say Maya has 10 people on her referral A team, we call it, okay? If she wants to share her info out once a day, now Maya shares her info about 30 times a day. She's a different breed, okay? That's why she's one of the best in the country. She shares her info out, but let's pretend it's once a day to one new client or potential client. And all 10 of her referral A team are doing the same thing. They're handing out their info to one client a day for a month. We'll say 30 days to keep it simple. If you do the math, one a day, 30 days times 10 people doing the same thing, sharing the infos, Maya at the end of the month will now be on 300 smart devices with 300 different people. Think about the possibilities here, okay? And now, again, we're going to show you in a second. Never let your minimums be your maximums. But some people are going to ask me, hey, James and Steve, you can press on that. I got a guy/gal right above the financial planner. Sometimes people are going to say, James, do you have to have an info to be part of the network? I mean, me, yes. If you want to be part of my A team, you have to get an info because I want the info to explain your story. But this shows you don't need an info for your entire team. You can do a Google Doc and you can have all of your lenders, your insurance, all your people on there. You see some familiar faces on there. You can have all your people on there if you like, but I'll be biased because, I'm partners in a company, but I'll tell you, the info tells your story. So why would you have somebody's name right here just on a little thing when you can put them on your info? Okay, Steve, hit back for me, buddy. Now we're going to open up my personal info. Okay, I'm going to show you guys mine because, again, never let your minimums be your maximums. Do you want to be seen 25,000 times in 1 year? We're going to show you how to do it. So this is my info when I give it to people. And guys, you see me on social media. You don't see me in the background when I'm doing. I'm running multiple businesses, rocking and rolling, and I'm networking all day, every day with so many people. I do Zooms with 15, 20 people a day, obviously in groups and stuff, right? And I'm giving them my info. So guess what happens? When I hand out my info to someone, I always say, here's my information through my info. But not just me. If you ever need anything else in life, do not Google. Go to my info and click my referral A team and watch what happens. He's going to click the tab and there's my network. Your network is your net worth. Please don't click on any of them, Steve, but if you need an auto detailer, if you need credit repair, financial advisor, if you need health insurance, if you need any of this stuff, I got you. And here's the greatest part. I built this network myself. They're my people that I've done business with. It's not like a networking group. I'm not going to mention names, where you have 30 people in the group. Steve, you can mute those lines, that'd be great. You have 30 people in the group, okay? Hang on 1 second, my screen's playing. 1 second here.
James, I'm not going to sing. They'll all leave. I promise you. Tony's heard me sing. He will not like it. Did we lose him? I think we lost him. Well, while we're waiting, any questions that we can answer? Oh, there he is.
Can you guys hear me? Great. Sorry about
You're
that.
good. You're
Good.
back.
I didn't plug my damn thing back in, so we're good. I'm saying participant. So what I was saying is, you have 30 people in your networking group, okay? And the 30 people, you might have to recommend that plumber. You might have to recommend that person. Well, that's no fun, because if that plumber is not a good plumber, you don't want to recommend them. Here, you build your own network, okay? Your network is your net worth. So let's say somebody asks me, hey,
James, your video's off, just so you know.
I'm sorry, great. Here we go. There we go. Thank you, Steve.
There's
let's
an
say,
answer.
there I am, everybody. James, can you recommend a good skincare specialist? I would say absolutely. Steve, scroll down, please. In alphabetical order, you will see skincare, okay? At the bottom, there's skincare. I'll say I have the best in the business. Go ahead and click it if you don't mind. They click skincare, and now this is going to tell the story of what Alyssa does, okay? Now, Steve, you don't have to click any buttons, but you can visit a website, follow her on social media. You can learn about all of her different services at the click of a button. So if you're a hairstylist, if you're at a spray tan company, if you do nails, if you do massages, think about Alyssa's InPhone for your clients. Now, I want to stay on this for a second here because it has everything about her and what she does. All of her services. You don't have to click on it, but nowadays nobody carries cash anymore because they're afraid to get COVID. They're afraid of touching anything in the world today. So everybody carries something called Venmo or Cash App on their phone. Instead of saying, Alyssa, what's your Venmo? It's Alyssa.1279657. No more. They just click the button and there's Venmo. It goes right to her Venmo in less than 2 seconds, okay? If they want to schedule an appointment, they click the button at the bottom and guess what? It schedules an appointment. It does anything you need to. But here's the greatest part of Alyssa's info. You can scroll up a little bit and zoom out. Alyssa has her QR code printed out on a beautiful like 8.5 by 11 or 8 by whatever the number is. And it says, scan here for my InPhone. Every single client that leaves Alyssa's station, Alyssa's room or studio, whatever, they scan it. She puts it on their home screen. They have her face on their home screen now. So it's not about her giving her business card, so to speak, to the client. It's about the client going, I had the greatest experience with skincare with Alyssa. Here, mom, here, sister, here, cousin. Not handing out 1,000 business cards. They hit copy, paste, and share, and they send it to their friends and network. We've already seen it done 1 million times. That's why I don't have to sit here and just say, you know, stories sell, right? Well, guess what? This is a great story that sells because I had multiple people that Alyssa told me about saying, when I got home, you know, from vacation, whatever it was, I forgot to book my appointment, but I saw your face on my phone and it reminded me to book my appointment. So I want you guys to understand the power of what we have here, okay? As far as with the A-Team, with this salon spa, all of the different features. Now, I just showed you, Steve, you can go back to my InPhone, please, if you don't mind. So I just showed you like a salon spa. I showed you mine. I showed you real estate agent. They're just a couple. I mean, we have staff directors, we have auto dealerships, doctors, lawyers. I literally can name 1 trillion people, not a trillion. I can name 1 million, not a million, thousands of different industries that can utilize InPhone anywhere in the world. So if you're in business, okay, even if you're not in business, but you need to share your information with somebody, InPhone's for you. Okay, I'm not going to get into it. But we have InPhones for college students, for high school students. We have InPhones for your elderly parents. As long as they have a smartphone or a computer, they can use InPhone. And that's a whole different subject. But anybody can use it pretty much as long as they have internet connection and a smart device. Okay. Now, what's next? How are we different than everybody else in the world? I can tell you right now, and I challenge you, and I don't mean to sound rude here when I say this, there is nothing at all in the world today like InPhone. I can prove that has everything we have to offer in one place. You have InPhone, you have easy shareability, you have your A-Team, you have all your links in one place. You have everything at the click of a button. But what happens when you're a guy like Steve, okay, who has an Android, and I have an iPhone? If he had an iPhone and I said, Steve, I want to FaceTime with you right now. I want to show you this house if I'm a real estate agent. I want to show you this car if I'm a car salesperson. I want to show you anything. I want to jump on a video chat with you. Well, Steve has an Android. So I have an iPhone. If he had an iPhone, we could jump on a FaceTime. We cannot FaceTime because he has a different device. Or if he wanted to do it from his computer. Well, people would say, well, we have Zoom. Yeah, but you each have to have it. You have to download it. Well, we can go on Facebook Messenger. Yeah, but you have to download it. WhatsApp, you get to download it. Everything's a download. This is not an app. There's no downloading. This is a web app. When Steve saves it to his home screen, it's a simple favorite icon. There's no room that takes up on your phone there. It's a link. So now let's say Steve wanted to video chat with me, okay? I would do this. I would copy, paste, and share my InPhone. I would send it to Steve. And I would say, Steve, let's jump on a video chat. On the right side, you see the words video chat on the tab. He would then click video chat. Since I own that InPhone, I would click host, and he's going to click guest. And watch this. They're all going to see that I'm not in the Caribbean right now, too, by the way.
Hey, buddy.
All right, anyway, you guys get the point. Did you guys see how quick we did that? And the quality is 4K quality. You will not see another video platform with that kind of quality that I've seen. I mean, it's amazing. And here's the best part about this. He's on Android, I'm on an iPhone. He could be on his computer, his laptop, his iPad, his iPod, any device that's a smart device with internet presence. He could be in the middle of Aruba on vacation with his beautiful fiance. I could be here in Pennsylvania, and we can literally do a video chat. We do it with people all over the world. It's phenomenal. Every time we get a new client in a new country, I'm like, hey, do you mind doing a video chat with me to make sure it works in your country? That's number one. That's very powerful. If you want to do video conferences, you can record them. You can do a bunch of stuff on them. It's amazing. So let's talk about the next one is secure chat. Secure chat's pretty cool. Secure chat goes like this. If you're a person that's in business and you don't want to give your personal number out to anybody, your cell phone, whatever it is, right? How do you still let them get a hold of you though, right? Maybe email. Okay, cool. What if I told you we have our own way where they can click a button and they will open up a chat box, which I'll show you in a second here. You get a text message and you accept it or deny it. And we're going to show you that right now. Steve, go ahead and press secure chat for me. Steve, just press secure chat. Now I'm going to receive a text message in 1 second. You're going to hear it. Ready? Ready? Here we go. There's a text message for me. Now I have two options. I can accept it or I can deny it. If I denied it, it would say, sorry, I'm busy right now. Whatever it says, sorry, I'm not available right now. And please leave your phone number, email, and the best time to contact you. It's your own little assistant service here. But I'm going to answer because I like my man, Steve Ramon. So watch this. You ready? Here we go. I'm joining the chat. Now I'm here. And I'm going to say, hi, Steve. There we go. He's going to say, hey. So now we're starting to text back and forth. Steve, we can end it here. We just did a chat. Okay. But here's the greatest part. He doesn't have my phone number. And in 30 seconds, I'm going to receive an email as the owner of this particular InPhone with the entire thread of what we just spoke about in 30 seconds. So if you're a car dealer, if you're a doctor, if you're a school teacher, and you want to use this, they click it and you get the whole thread from the parents. You know, you're talking back and forth through text and they say, hey, Mrs. Smith, you told me little Billy was a straight A student. Why'd you lie to me? No, I didn't. The thread's right here. Your kid needs extra work, right? So that's the cool part about the way that you get the email in 30 seconds. It's the entire thread copied for you. And that's called secure chat. I'm not going to get into it, but we also have something called Cloud Call, which is phenomenal. Cloud Call is amazing. It's the same similar thing to like a FaceTime audio, so to speak. It's through the internet. Steve could be in California. I could be in Pennsylvania. And as long as we have internet presence, we don't need phone numbers. I send Steve my link, my InPhone link. He clicks Cloud Call. I click Cloud Call. And we both start talking on the phone. And it's so much clearer than the phone, than the actual phone for some reason. I guess because it's going through the internet a lot faster, right? So that's Cloud Call. And the last but not least is called File Share. File Share is amazing. File Share is something where it's encrypted. If you want to send a document, if you want to send any kind of encrypted files, all you do is have your InPhone. You click File Share. You upload the file. You'll then get a password that you give to your recipient, your client. They would then click on your InPhone that they have, and it would say receive file, put the password in. And in 2 seconds, boom, they receive the file and it's done. It gets uploaded, encrypted into the thin world and back direct to direct. It's encrypted. Very powerful. So Steve, you can go back to the home screen actually. Actually, Steve, I'm gonna leave this up. Do me a favor. Just click my my QR code there for me. The ShareBreak QR code. Guys, if you're on the Zoom, I obviously invited you, or so one of my friends did, or somebody did. If you could do me a favor, go ahead and scan. If you're on your phone, you obviously can't do it. But if you're on your computer or a device, grab your camera on your in your phone for me. Open your camera and just go ahead and scan it. And then click the button where a link will pop up. And there's my information. You just saw how easy it is at the click of a button. Now, if you're on an Android, the top right of your phone, there's 3 dots on the top right of your actual Android. You click that menu button and it drops down and you click add to home screen. And then now you have me on your home screen. If you're on an iPhone, thank you, Steve, too. Steve's putting my link in the text here. If you're on an iPhone, at the bottom of your actual iPhone taskbar, there's a square with an up arrow. You click that and scroll down and click add to home screen and then add. Awesome. I'm getting so many text messages from you guys. Thank you so much. Now, we're gonna wrap it up in a second here, but I want to kind of talk about this thing right here because I'm excited about Steve Ramona being my partner. Steve, thank you so much for being here, man. Thanks for being part of my life. And Ron Sullivan, I think he's on here. Ron, thank you so much for being the founder of this and the visionary. I'm excited for the future, guys. We have thousands of customers. We're scaling this. We're going to be a global company that's very well known. And we're not going to be a digital business card. We're not going to be a business card. We're going to be info. Okay. It's a digital tool. So I want to talk about numbers. Again, don't believe what I say. Watch what we do. Steve, I want you to talk about the power of the referral A team. I want you to talk about, what's possible if you just share your info the way we teach you and you should. So Steve, go ahead and the floor is yours and talk about what happened in the past 12 months with you, Ron.
Well, when I saw InPhone, when James introduced me, I knew right away. I've owned brick and mortar businesses. I've lost a ton of referrals. That's what caught my eye. So I jumped on and I just started networking 15, 20 times a week, just sharing my business, I got a sale the first week. I'm like, next week, I said, James, we got something here. And he goes, hey, come on board. I'd love to help me sell. I said, you're on, I'm in. And every person I meet, family, friends, strangers, in person, virtually, get my info. And I just share and share and share. That's all I do. Nothing hard. But I know if I didn't share my info and have it on their home screen, I would lose them, some of them. I say about 50%. And for some people, that's a lot of money that you're leaving on the table that people can't find you. I've had realtors tell me, man, this person had my info. 4 months later, they sent me a referral. They told me if they didn't have my info, they never would have sent it. A lady made an $80,000 commission for our product. That's pretty powerful. So I just love sharing it because as you can see that are all new, never seen it before, it's a pretty cool looking product. So it brings your brand up to another level as well, plus the accessibility and simplicity because James is very middle brained, I call him. He's not a tech guy like I am. So we have fun together. So that's what InPhone is to me, James.
And I want you to show numbers, man. Don't believe what we say, show what we do. So Steve, I'm going to talk about it as you bring it up. Now imagine this. Imagine you sharing your info with 2 people or 3 people, right? Just your clients. And then they share it. Now, prior to InPhone, imagine business cards. You have a business card you hand out. That's great. It's going to get lost or thrown out in the next 30 seconds or washed in your jean pocket. Well, what if your clients had a great experience with you and they share it with theirs? Or your A team shares their info and then they say, wow, I need a real estate agent, or I need somebody, a hairstylist, and they click your info. Imagine having almost 20,000 people view your info in just 12 months. Now, some people might not say this is a lot. I can tell you right now, that's a lot. Imagine being a Google pay-per-click. Pay-per-click will probably cost you $1 per click. So that could be $30,000 or $20,000 to get almost 20,000 clicks, right? Well, this is info, okay? For almost 20,000 views in the past 12 months. People getting impressions left in people's lives, right? With your face, so to speak, on it. That's very powerful. Steve, wouldn't you say, brother?
Oh, absolutely. And the note too is 5,500 people are new that have never seen InPhone before. And I personally, James, met 250 people personally.
Think about that personally. So you just start with a little one, you work your way out. So imagine you're in business right now. You're all entrepreneurs. That's why you're on here. You're in business. You're in a massage spot. You're a massagist, a therapist. You hand out your info and they had a great experience. They hand out to theirs and theirs and theirs. Next thing you know, you have 50 people now that have your info and they start making appointments. Nothing's guaranteed. I'm not guaranteeing if they open your info and they're going to buy from you, but it just gets your name out there more. Another thing we can do, we had a chiropractor that gave us this idea. It's phenomenal and it exploded. He has 5,000 clients. He's been in business 35 or 40 years. He has all these people over the past 35, 40 years. He had their email addresses. He got his info, ready to break the ice here. He sent an email out to every single one of them. Hey, Mrs. Smith, it's Dr. So-and-so. Hope all is amazing. Hope you're well, whatever he said. I wanted to give you my updated contact information via info. If you need anything in the world, or if you know anybody that needs anything chiropractic, please feel free to click on this link and make an appointment. And that's it. His business got a ton of business that week because of him. And he said it's because of info, which we love hearing that, right? Get your name out there. I share my info with everybody, my whole network. Your network is your net worth. Now, people are going to ask me, how much is it, right? People are going to say, see if you can go back to the screen. People are going to say, how much is it? Well, a lot of people think that it's like 10,000 bucks, you know, all this kind of stuff. No, we made it very affordable. We want clients that can afford this. We made it affordable for pretty much everybody. And if you're in business and you can't afford it, you need to figure out how to factor your business differently. I'm not talking down on you. Some people start out rough, but I think that this could be, instead of spending the 200 hours on fuel that hour that we all spend on, you know, buy InPhone. So here's what it is. InPhone is $199 a year that you see InPhone without video chat, without secure chat. Okay, I'm gonna just explain this. Everything you saw about InPhone besides video and secure chat is $199 a year. It's an annual subscription. It's going to renew every single year. And why would you not renew it next year? Because again, here's the greatest part about InPhone. If you get a promotion at your job, if you get anything that happens, you don't have to throw away your business card and get new ones. There's no extra added expenses. We edit it all for you. You don't have to be an IT tech wizard. We have our internal team, our liaisons, data entries are phenomenal people, okay? They'll do it for you at the simple click of a button, all right? They do anything you need. $199 is InPhone. If you want the video chat, it's an extra $50 a year. It's $249. That's it. If you like the secure text chat that we talked about tonight, it's $299 for the year. And that includes video chat, cloud call, file share, all the other stuff you saw. So again, to recap, $199 a year gets you info. $50 more for $249 gets you video chat and cloud call and file share. Fast forward to $299, you get secure chat, video chat, cloud call. You get everything for all the above. And we also have our incognito product. Is great for, you know, school teachers, doctors. That's $329. That's if you don't want anybody to have any of your information. You want a different phone number that gets directed to you. You want the secure chat, the cloud. You want all the stuff that's not to you. We call it incognito because nobody can get a hold of you with your personal stuff. And that's $329 a year. All right. Now, guys, I appreciate you for all being on tonight. I literally had a bunch of texts here that people couldn't make it on, or they couldn't get on for some reason. I apologize about that. Again, I'm not a tech guy. That's Steve Ramona. So next time, Steve, I'm going to hand out your link instead of mine because I'm horrible at this stuff. But InPhone is next level. It's next level way to do business. You guys have my InPhone link. Either it's in the chat or you have it here. If you're watching the recording of this, you know, you can still scan it with the QR code. Steve, I'm going to close out with a couple words, but I want you to just give your final thoughts on what this does for your business. Obviously, you're an entrepreneur, and what it can do for everybody else.
Well, one thing we forget to talk about is the multiple services or multiple opportunities. I've got a realtor that does Mary Kay and sells real estate. Well, she's going to talk to Darcy about selling Darcy's home. She gets done, she walks away, and guess what? She opens her info and sees Mary Kay. It happens to my fiance. She happens to sell Mary Kay, and she teaches Pilates. Well, when she gets done teaching, she gives out her info, and she gets a call an hour later. Go, you should have told me you sell Mary Kay. She's a terrible salesperson, but info does all the work for her, so she gets sales and gets, you know, $500, $600 extra a month. It's only because of the info. She just shares it and ways to go. Keep in mind, the opportunities are so endless. The things that we can do, we're just at the tip of the iceberg. We got some tech coming that only me and James and Ron know that's going to blow you away. It's awesome now, but it's going to be even better later.
Love it, brother. We're scaling. Like I said, and we're not going to just be, you know, left in the, we're always going to be, that's what Ron's the king of that, the visionary. We're going to keep upgrading new stuff. to make your business go better. I know a lot of people are in network marketing. I love the industry. Imagine this. We have so many network marketing companies as part of our InPhone platform where you have a product or a service. You might have multiple products, multiple services, but it might be hard on your website for that person to get to. Well, imagine this, all of your products or services at a click of a button. If you want this, I'm not going to mention them because there's multiple hundred, but if you want a certain product, instead of having to sift through your website, you can have a tab that says what that product is. They click it, it goes directly to your website, to that product page, and they can buy it in less than 3 seconds. That's very powerful and it's very shareable. That's the cool part, all right? So again, guys, I appreciate you for being on so much tonight. Reach out to me. A lot of people are gonna watch this recording because they couldn't get on. My fault, I apologize. Reach out to me if you want this, okay? If you want InPhone, it's gonna help your business. And the best part about what we started doing is we have weekly Zooms for our clients, mostly new, to teach you how to actually use InPhone. It's kind of like the treadmill, right? It's not the treadmill's fault. Your belly's still big if you're not on the damn thing, right? Well, it's not InPhone's fault if you don't share it out that you're not gaining business. Same thing. You have to use it for it to be usable, for it to actually work for you. All right. So guys, I appreciate you being on. That's it. I'm going to do another one of these next week. I'm going to send out the recording. If you have anybody, and you're all friends of mine here, most of you, I'd love any referrals you can give me. If you know any people in business that you think find value in this, please feel free to reach out, give me their either contact information or vice versa. I'd appreciate that so much for you guys. I do a lot of Zooms with different companies, and they can have all their VPs and stuff right on there. We'll share our screens and we can show everything, or I'll be happy to go to them. So thank you.
Want to do any Q&A, James? You want to do any Q&A? Questions and answers?
No, we'll leave Q&A. We'll leave Q&A for you guys. Can just reach out to me by info. It's already too long. So we appreciate you so much. Any questions you have, please feel free to reach out to me personally, and we'll go from there. All right, Steve, you can end it here. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Appreciate it.